Our lawyers have written to Austin Amedu, Blackface. We've issued a cease and desist, order from our lawyers. We consider the statements defamatory, and it's not just statements that are defamatory to Innocent Idibia, they're defamatory to myself, my person, as Efe Omorogbe. I get dragged into that conversation a bit too often for my comfort. So, so there's a legal conversation going on. So we're dealing with it. People should focus on the substance. I can come out and say, people should focus on the substance. If it's a very simple thing, if you are what you say you are, if you are the guy that was responsible for the content that Bounce News, your work would be evidence. It amazes me how the media, how people in it's the sensationalism and all, but it amazes me how you could sit down and give audience to someone. People can make comments and get excited about someone who claims to be the source of all great songs or all great content that somebody else has put out. But that person doesn't have a body of work to defend that claim. For crying out loud. Guys, he Two-Face, Innocent always does himself, always comes from his heart. I doubt, I can't remember, we've worked together as clients and we've had business relationship, personal relationship for a few years. I met him 1998, I'm sure, 97, 98. I was at Hip Hop World then, right? And 20 years down the road, I don't remember one thing that he told me that I later found out was false, right? So he always comes from his heart. If he feels like he's not interested, he's not interested. He won't pretend that he's not interested. There have been times where people have been very, very disruptive, very negative. People have said all kinds of crazy stuff about him. And his circle, people around him are like really upset, right? So there's somebody going around saying stuff about him and everybody around him is upset. Then he meets that person. And sometimes you have to remind him that, now this guy didn't insult you. Because he doesn't remember. He's just, before you know, you don't roll with the guy. You're going to feel a bit awkward, like, why did he take Panadol for this guy headache now? If him when did he, this person write that bad thing about, this person insults this comedian and say that stuff about him. If he's sitting down chatting with the guy, and laughing heartily, so is that, and nobody tells him to do that. He does it when he feels like it. So if one day he wakes up one morning and he feels like enough is enough. And again, what did he say? If I remember that tweet clearly, he just said, this guy, since you guys are so good, you guys are like the best songwriters, since you make the best music, why don't you just focus on making music? And just quit. So instead of going on social media, going from TV station to radio station to, whatever, talking about how I should be making music, how the other person should be making music, you might as well just create it and put it out there so that the fans can enjoy it. It's not a theoretical thing. I cannot go around and say, oh, okay, Cecil Hammond, Rhythm Unplugged is a rubbish show for ABC Reason. This other person's show, AY Live, is not funny. A Basket Mouse show, is too this. And you say all of that stuff about all the major, Olamide Live in Concert, rubbish show. Which other person is doing that show? This person is not doing the show. Right? This person's show is not good. And after you've denigrated everybody's production, Love Like a Movie, Dari, they don't know what they're doing. If Wizkid says something about Davido, I might pay attention. Yes, earn the right to say something about Davido. If Davido says something about Wizkid, I can pay attention. Like what? I might not agree, but I might pay attention. But if you're a guy, you've not sold a single record, you've not scored a single hit, then you have an opinion about everything everybody else is not doing right. And the people who are attacking him, nobody will remember to send them invites to attend the awards, not to mention nominate them, not to mention them having a chance of winning. And they're so good at making music. They're so good that he owes his success to their direction, to their help, to whatever. But they are not in a position to receive an invitation to attend the awards.